In this video, I'm going to go over the CodeBoard.io. So as I've said in email, and as you may have noticed, Ludwig is not available right now. I guess I should say the server is there and it's up and running just fine, but where the power has been out on campus, the networking infrastructure does not allow us to get to Ludwig. So your files are fine. Things should be okay. And hopefully, really soon, like tomorrow soon, we'll be able to get back to that server. But in the meantime, we have to be able to continue on with our coding. So I looked around and I found this site called codeboard.io. It's a free service. It's made in particular for students. So it should work out well for us. So there's an assignment out there already for you to create just a simple Hello World program in this service just to get it set up so we can do further homework here. Okay. So when you go to the site, codeboard.io, the first thing you have to do is sign in. So your username, go ahead and make that the first part of your email, the stuff before the @ symbol. And then for your actual email, put in your UVA-wise email, whatever password you want, and then create the account. Okay. So let me go ahead and sign into my account so you can see what that looks like. Okay. So once you're in there, you can go to the edit user and you can put a picture if you want. I've got a picture of my dog. You can put your picture, put whatever you want. But go ahead and fill out your full name because your email doesn't show that, your actual email, your UVA-wise email. And I would go ahead and put which college you're at and where you're located at, just to be on the safe side. Okay. So if you want to get back to kind of your home, the back button's a little weird sometimes. If you go up to your username here at the top, it takes you back to here. Okay. So to create a new project, which is what we'll be doing for this first assignment, you click on Create New, you give it a project name. It's going to be called Assignment 1. Okay. It's going to be our first assignment on CodeBoard. Okay. You then pick your language. We want C++ 14. Okay. And you want it to be a private project. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and create. Okay. Once you get here, it gives this information. You're going to want to add me as an owner in a minute, but let's go ahead and create it. You open in the IDE first. Okay. So once you're here, okay, you then have to create a file. There's a main CPP that's already there, and you can go ahead and use that. You can add other files if you want, but this one's fine to call it that. Okay, because I'll be able to see them all there. And then you just change your comment to say assignment 1. It's going to be Hello World on CodeBoard. Okay. This stuff's already included for us. In fact, most of the program we need is here. I would go ahead and add a using namespace standard. Okay. And then I would put your name there. Okay. And then we don't like that. That's all we need. Okay. So we're good. We can get rid of this one here too. I think that clears up the code. So that's basically all the assignment is. So the assignment really is setting things up. Okay. You then have buttons at the top where you can compile. Any issues you have are at the bottom. So let's say I make a typo there. When you compile it, it's going to give you error messages, okay, that this was not declared in the scope, okay? And I think that it gives you the same error messages you're getting from Ludwig, I think. I'm not sure. So again, if I change it, compile it again, we're good. Now I can run it, okay? And you see down here the hello world. And these you can move the window around if you need to make them bigger or smaller. Okay, so I can make that one smaller, whatever you need, okay, to be able to work on things, okay? You also have some options here. You can undo and redo from here. You have different views if you want to change the editor settings. You can compile and run from the actions menu and all of that, okay? In the project menu here, okay, you can add a new file to this. You can rename the folder. You can delete it. You can hide it, whatever you want to do. Save changes is a good idea to make sure we save. If not, it'll give us an error as we try to leave or give us a warning. Okay. And then under share project, you can use a URL, but we're not going to use that. I thought that was something different. So Pretend I didn't do that. Okay. So then we can exit the project. Okay. So that is now done. Okay. And we can see here we have assignment one. It's in C++. Okay. And if we go to the little project setting, the little wrench here, okay, and go to access control, under this section, you're going to put in DEF3QU. That's all you need to do and add. That will add me as a project owner, and then I'll be able to see it. Okay. I'm not sure what it looks like for me because I haven't had anyone do that yet, but we'll figure this out. Okay. So this will give us the ability to continue to do programs even if Ludwig is not up anytime soon. Okay. And then again, when you're done, you can click on your name again to take you back to here. And then whatever projects that you create will all be here. Okay. Um, I must have started creating one before that I didn't need to deal with. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. So let me get rid of one of these. I think if I click on this guy, I can go to deletion. And interesting, you have to type in the following to make sure you really want to delete it. I'm going to delete 46457 3, which is kind of a nice feature. You really, really need to want to delete it in order to delete it. Okay. So I think this will be helpful for us. If you're ever curious, the number of languages this supports, it's pretty good. Okay, so we've got, C, C++, C++14. Eiffel and Haskell are both functional programming languages if you're interested in those. Of course, there's some Java stuff. There's Python, including Python 3, which is what we've used in our Python class. And I'm not sure what reason is, must be a different language. But it's pretty fully featured. So it seems like a good thing. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. So if you have any problems with this, make sure that you send me an email or send me a text and we'll figure it out. We'll also take class time tomorrow. It's due by noon tomorrow, which means in class we're going to talk about this. Okay. If you are not back on campus for whatever reason, and if you happen to have power and internet, which may be big ifs, you can certainly Zoom into class tomorrow or for as long as you need to. Okay. This has been a pretty unprecedented disaster for the area. So I will certainly be understanding until we get things back to normal. But just continue to work on things as much as you can to avoid more work later when things get back to normal. If you are stuck or you are not able to come back to campus or whatever your situation is, as you're able to, let me know just so I'm aware of what's going on. Okay. Um, and I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. Okay. So I think that is it for this video. So hopefully this will be fairly